Welcome back to the plot, you gardening wonders. Today I'm very excited. I'm trying to keep calm, but I think I've come up with a solution to something that's been on my mind, and it's going to make things a lot easier and a lot tidier. And oh, come on, I just want to show you what I'm planning, what I've been thinking. I've been thinking about it all night, and I think I've got it cracked. Right, you see this whole area here, okay? Now there's stuff there that's going to the dump, so don't worry about that. But I've been thinking and thinking, and I was thinking to myself, I want another one of these wooden ones. But then I thought, well, if I put it here, then I have to move all them along, and some of you will know the saga I had to get the chicken wire in underneath them, and move it along and blah blah, and there's too much work. I'll be honest, too much work. So then I started thinking, well, what else do I have that I can use? And I have this. Come and see. This big bag. That is going to go down to the gate, and it's going to be filled with all the weeds that I've taken out of here, and all the weeds I've taken out of here, and basically all the weeds that are in the bags, because my compost bins are full. And as you know, you don't want to keep adding on and keep adding on. You need to give them time to compost, to do what they're going to do. So what I thought, bear with me because there's quite a process to this whole thing, but it will make sense. Right, you see my piles here that I've made? I'm going to chop them up a bit and put them at the bottom, because then when I put the bags in, it'll stop the weeds from growing through the bag and, you know, romping away. So it'll have a layer to prevent that, because that stuff's dead pretty much by now. The other part is I'm going to take out the edge in here. You can see it's bursting anyway, but I want that out. And then, and this relates to the bag that's going to go here, this stuff in the path. I've mentioned I'm going to be redoing the path, and I've been trying to think of the best way to do it. But what I'm going to do is take up this layer that's got, see all the couch grass, and well, mainly couch grass here. There's other weeds in other parts, but I'm going to take up all those bits. Now some of it has got blue plastic underneath it. I haven't got, oh yeah, there's a bit here I can show you. Like this here. So I want rid of that. And underneath will be beautiful soil. And then it's all going to have brand new wood chip on it. How does that sound? Oh, all that's getting done after after I have finished putting the last few bags of leaves around my herbs, and I sort this bit out. So I'm about to do these two jobs first. I'm trying to point and it's going all over the place. So I'm going to do them first, and then possibly start on this path idea. At least I'll bring that bag down and start emptying the bags. I've got all my, that's the seaweed on my bags, seaweed and my new cardboard, which if you've seen the short by now you will realise I really struggled to get the name of that when I was trying to tell you what it was. So that's the plan. I'm very excited. This is going to change everything. Well, it's going to make it a heck of a lot better. I need to get cracking though, because it's pretty chilly today. So I'm going to start here. That's the little bit that I need to finish. Shouldn't take too long. I can see a few weeds need to come out first. So just let me deal with that, and I'll be right with you. Okay, that's that bit weeded as much as I can. I've started to take the wooden sides out, so that will all be leaves and fleece, whatever I can get. So I'm just going to cover that up right now. Right, the wind is picking up, so I hope you can hear me. That's that part. I'm doing it again. Cardboard down and a very thick layer of wet leaves. And I'm going to move that bit of wood, and I'll show you where that's going in a minute. It's not for the faint of heart, so don't say I didn't warn you. And then this bit here, this is the patch that I said I wanted it to be the same as the one over here. I'm trying to move slowly so I don't make you sick. But I think I've got just about all the cardboard on it that I want at the moment. Now I'm leaving this bit, it just needs a little bit more weeding. That's my asparagus wall up there, that's how I know where one bay ends and the next one begins. So that's to be tidied. I've got a plan for the paths, and I've taken out one of the wooden sides, but we have a dump trip coming on for this. Yep, all this has to go. I did say it wasn't for the faint of heart, didn't I? Anyway, we're clearing out, and I'm just sick of having corners where there's just crap, basically. All that, or most of it anyway, came out of here. And there's still a few wee bits of wood at the back there, but I'm not going in there. I'll get something to pull them out. But this is interesting. Now this is compost. Well, obviously it's compost, Sharon, but it goes like from the Daleks into this one and tipped into that one, or whichever way around these two, because they're empty. And you think it looks ready, but when I was looking in, there's still a lot of weeds and things. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave this for a while longer. And what I'm going to do, because it did have carpet and stuff on it, so what I'm going to do is put some of the sheep fleece on it to keep it warmer and hopefully help it break down a bit quicker. So that is the next job. Right. I'll put this neck thing on because it was so cold when I came up, and now I'm roasting. Now every time I put my head down, it steams up my glasses. Anyway, now I was told when they take these off the sheep and they roll it up, and they have a way of tucking it in. I don't know what end I've got here, she says. Right, pop that on there. Other one. See what I mean? It comes like a ball. You have to figure out which way it's been rolled up, like that. Ooh, lovely. Doesn't smell so lovely. Well, it's not bad. It's not bad. Tuck that in. Just like that. Now I'm actually going to put that carpet back over that. If that would stay there. I need new wood for the front. That's come apart. I'm seeing rubbish. Oh, for goodness sake. Where does all the plastic come from? Yeah, I think that'll help. That'll be good. Sorry for all the puffing and panting. Nothing's light. Nothing is light. Right. That should help. I hope. Another loggy thing. Post. Technical term. Loggy thing. Holy moly. Oh, I've got a couple of bricks as well. Yeah, let's go for all the heavy things. Right, that's that done. Now, I'll tackle that one the next time. If I have sheep fleece left, that'll go on there. I need to find some decent wood to put at the front of this bin. I don't have decent wood. I'm getting rid of all the wood, and it's all rotten. I'll show you where it's coming from. Look at the state of that, like. You can't do anything with that, really, can you? And it's this stuff here. Let's have a look. Because I want them all out. If I can balance you there. Quite muffled under this thing. For some reason I've still got bottles of water all over the place. That'll be useful for something. Okay. This is my row of asparagus on this side. Let's see. Come on. Mussels. I can't breathe under this thing. Here we go. Oh dear. I can see the blue plastic now. That one's not as bad as some of the others though. I'm wondering if I can use that once it dries out for the compost bin. I'll take that over to the bin. There's only one piece left. In this part anyway. Let's get this out. Oh, come on. I don't want to dig it. Try to pull it out. Oh, to heck with it. I'll try this side. Oh, I get tired. Nope. That way? Even with my weight, it's not coming out. I will dig that one out. But I can see all the plastic. I obviously at some point had the great idea of lining the path with blue plastic, which is coming apart. I don't understand where that's going. How much is on that? Good grief, there's tons of it. Oh, the peg. Anyway, that's a job for another day. But one more thing I want to do here before I go. Last job for the day, I think. That's the big bag brought down. Now, I've put it on a tarp for now, just to smother more weeds. And I'm starting off with an old cardboard box. And then, we're just going to chop these up a bit and stick them in and then empty lots of bags of horrible spreading weeds into it. It's going to be their new home for a long, long time. That bit will be finished next time because obviously I've run out of seaweed. We reckon we can do it in one more trip to get that one completely done, which I'd be happy about. Now the bag I showed you that I've just filled up with weeds had a little bit of manure in it. So I've dumped that there. It'll be used for something, I don't know what yet. And that patch there is all done. Delighted. This top area is still a little messy, don't worry about it. I will get to that. This will be the last bit that I do. However, oh, look at my poor chair. I think it's going to have to go. These, I never got to show you. You see the tyres? And it's still a little messy. I know, like I said, I'm not done. You see these tyres? I've got an idea for them that I haven't even got round to telling you yet. I think it's a good idea. Now, the more I look at it, the more I think it really is a good idea. Which reminds me, does anybody have a really good idea of how I can store these canes better? I don't think putting something on the side of the shed is going to work, because that thing's just staying up with hope and prayer at this point. But if you've got a better idea than this wee thing is ancient, it's fallen apart. It's just made of really cheap, what do you call that? Wood chippy wood? Oh, you know what I mean. It was rubbish, but I used it and it's done. So I need ideas for that. So if you ignore this top area, which obviously hasn't been touched yet, strawberry patch and fruit corner, done. This half of this bay, done. It's picking up. Right, I've just put the cardboard, along there. I know I'm very mucky, sorry, just to try and keep some of those weeds at bay. And the eagle-eyed among you will notice more sheep fleece up the edges. You do get a lot of weeds coming in from next door. And the pile for the dump trip, 2 trips possibly. This is what I'm coming to next. Now this has been hoed already, it will get done again. I've got some veg to take out of here, and I've got some ideas for this. A lot of it will be getting new compost out of bags, so that is going to be good. It's going to be onions, carrots and parsnips. Parsnips did not do well this year, so fingers crossed. That is definitely it for today. I am very pleased with that. That's a lot done. It is a lot done. There's a lot cleared out. A bay nearly finished. All my weeds, all my bags of weeds are gone. I've got two tubs with some weeds and they'll be going in there as well once I learn how to speak. I think that's it. Just pack up my tools and go. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for your company, and I always do appreciate it. And because you've made it this far, and hopefully you can hear me over the wind, I'm going to leave you with some footage and photographs of the deer that we saw yesterday on the way home from the allotment. It was strange. It was only about 5 o'clock at night, and you'd think rush hour, and it was. The main road was really busy, so I took the back road. It's still a busy road. There wasn't another car in sight. We drove up, and we could see there was 3 deer in the field, and they stopped and looked at us, and as they were looking, another one crossed over. It's only a little tiny road, farm road. So another one crossed. The 4 of them were looking, and we were thinking, what are they waiting for? And then another one came out in front of the car and just walked across, and they all kind of looked at us and then took off. It was brilliant. It's one of those moments where you just think, that's just for us. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. But until the next time, of course, you take care of yourself. Nearly forgot that bit.